Jamaica's air and seaports are on lockdown for the next 14 days. 11:59 p.m. It is effective Saturday, 11:59 p.m. March 21st, 2020. Welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It's your host with the most. So on this video, we're going to talk about Jamaica locking her ports for the next 14 days at least. We're going to talk about how this will affect tourism. As you know, Jamaica's tourism industry is a large money earner, a large income provider for many. All right. Now, if you've never been to this channel before, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and feel free to leave your comments in the comment section below. People are confused that are saying they don't know what that means. Does it mean that people are trapped inside and can't get out, or does it mean that no one can go in? People are saying, yo, I had my tickets booked for Jamaica. I was supposed to fly in tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, on the 24th and the 25th or whatever. You can't. You cannot go in. You will not be allowed to enter. All right? And for those who are in Jamaica already and have their stuff scheduled and want to leave, they will be more than willing or more than free to go. So that's how the thing's set up right now. Also, I have packages to send in. Barrel and stuff me want to send. Will they be accepted? Yes, they will still be accepted. But you just cannot go in physically. Now, I don't know, but it was one report before this that made me say, well, damn, they should have done this a long time ago. But thank God they're doing it now. There's a call for people who came in on a JetBlue, and they said the JetBlue number is the number of the flights that need to touch bases right now ASAP, because they have reasons to believe that people came in on that flight that were infected. Anyhow, outgoing passengers and cargoes will still be allowed, as outgoing passengers will be accommodated while flights are still operational. The Prime Minister's announcement comes following the confirmation of 3 new cases of the novel COVID-19 virus on the island. These 3 new cases include a 38-year-old male U.S. citizen who arrived in Jamaica on March 14th with a travel history from Boston, a 30-year-old female who arrived on March 17th with a travel history from New York, and a 60-year-old female retiree from Portland who was returning home. This brings the total number of confirmed COVID-19 cases in Jamaica to 19. All right, with that said, we also have the tourism industry taking a hit as these big name lines are closing down. Thousands of people have been laid off, essentially let go from work recently. No work, no debt, no money, no run, means that no bills can pay and no food can buy. What does this mean for Jamaica? That's something to think about, because those who have mortgage and rent to pay, the landlord them are not going to say, well, you know, you get laid off because you work in the hotel industry or the hospitality industry or the tourism industry, and I see that you work there and it's closed, so here what? Go and hold off the rent for the next 6 months, or go and hold off the mortgage for the next 6 months. Is that going to happen? I personally think that that is something that should happen under some emergency act put forth by those higher up the chain of command. But is it something that's going to happen, or the people that are going to still try put up eviction notice in the midst of these crises? Because, you know, there are a lot of people that are saying this is the new norm. This isn't going to go anywhere. A vaccine, they might try push out. And in order for them to push that vaccine out, they have to create this fear, stir this fear around it, and then make it disappear. And then when it disappears, they will come on the news and say, hey, make sure you get your COVID-19 vaccine this year. You saw what happened last year, blah, blah, blah. It's like the flu. And every year they push the flu vaccine. Make sure you get the flu vaccine. People are dying from it. You know what I'm saying? And they're saying it's another vaccine that they want to push out. All these things. I am no conspiracy theorist. Not at this point anyways. I am a little concerned about the socioeconomic impact of this on Jamaica, who largely depends on the tourism industry to provide for thousands of families. Thousands and thousands of families. So when them sit down at home and nothing go on and no money not run, do they have unemployment? Because I know in the United States of America, your unemployment might not be that much, but your unemployment, if you have unemployment, it would be something where can starve off the starvation, if you know what I mean, because you can get the basic food supplies you need, keep the lights on and the water on in the house, and also pay the rent or the mortgage. Not true? Alright, so I don't know what kind of thing is put in place. I know some of my Jamaicans who live and work in Jamaica are going to be in the comment section to inform me about what is available for people like, say, hotel industry people who have been laid off. According to the Jamaica Gleaner, in a grim assessment of the aviation industry's tailspin, Minister of Tourism Edmund Bartley said yesterday that the traditional tourism as we know it in Jamaica is coming to a screeching halt. The minister, who was responding to the United States Department of State advisory on Thursday, warning American citizens to refrain from all international travel in light of this pandemic, said that tough days are ahead for hoteliers, hospitality workers, and tourism stakeholders. Now, it ain't only the US that's warning their citizens to refrain from international travel right now. Many nations are. And a lot of the people that come to Jamaica as tourists, yes, a lot of them are Jamaicans, so we could say are Americans, US people. So we could say that Jamaica's tourism industry is largely dependent upon the United States of America. And since the US says, hey, refrain from, the tourism industry is going to take a blow, right? Now comes the panic, because the Prime Minister is saying, hey, we got 3 more cases that just came in through the airport. How many more are we going to wait to come in? So shout out to the Prime Minister for that, for locking the borders, because it's time for that type of action. Okay? Lock the borders, seal the borders, make sure nobody can come in air or sea, and make sure that we handle the cases that are there already on the ground. Also, I believe it's like 100 and something nurses from Cuba. I don't know if you've heard about it, but Cuba has found the cure, is what they're claiming. Now, the thing about that cure is, I don't want to go spread news and saying they found the cure, because I don't know anybody that has been cured by their stuff that they developed in Cuba. But I know that Cuba is known to be one of those places that do have pretty good healthcare system, do have some pretty good nurses and doctors and healthcare workers, and they're heading to Jamaica to assist with the issue. Most major hotels in Jamaica will be closing their shutters in the coming weeks. I just saw a video of a police officer driving around saying through the bullhorn in Jamaica that public places or places of public gathering are going to be closed. Me hear him say bars, restaurants and bars open from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and that's it. I am wondering if they're going to be putting people in place to monitor how many people are inside of these places, because one of the ways of not spreading this thing or not catching it is to stay away from crowds or crowded areas, right? So if you have, like for instance in the US right now, all these places where you could eat in or drive through, they've closed their doors. You can't go in there to sit down to eat because it would be filled to capacity, too many people in there, and you already know what would happen there. So they've closed the doors and you can still get your food through the drive-through. My honest opinion right now of eating out anyways is me can't do it. Because I don't know who is inside. They might be in there and serving me my food through the drive-through. So if I cannot see you to at least make a visual assessment of, all right, a person that look relatively healthy, yeah, put some more of that for my tacos. Or if I cannot visibly see you and I'm just collecting food through a hole, why am I trusting my health to that? So right now people should be home cooking anyways. You understand? I think that this whole hotel thing is going to be, right now, you know, people are in a, there are a lot of people that are not panicking, of course, and I'm one of them, but people are in a lot of panic. People are saying, man, if this thing goes on for like months, I've only got 2 weeks worth of food supply at the house. And what if the grocery stores run out of food because they have to send the workers home and all this other stuff? Stop panicking. I'm telling you, stop panicking. If you notice, especially for those of you who say live in the States, if you notice that a lot of these places started doing delivery before all this happened. For instance, the average grocery store right now, I can go online, shop, pick out everything I need, and someone who works there will come outside. Now, even if them have to have glove and mask and all that, they'll come outside and bring everything that I ordered. I'll pay for it online. I just pull up my vehicle, open that back, they load my truck up, close it, and drive off. So stop panicking. And listen, I am sure they will have enough supplies. I'm sure they will have enough supplies. Some places might purposely do stuff like price gouging, which means skyrocket prices on items that are normally relatively cheap and affordable. Or they might do something like make it seem like there's nothing in the store, and then, because what they want is, if people think the store will always have it, then they will lose money because people aren't going out as much as before. So impulse buyers, and they're not shopping as much as before. So what would happen is the stuff would sit on the shelf because people only coming out for necessities and then going back to quarantine. But if they clean the store out and a couple of times you went and the stuff you needed wasn't there, then you're going to be like panicky. So the next time you see the stuff you need, you're trying to grab as much of it as possible. So there will be no next time for you to go back and it's not there, a shortage. You know what I'm saying? So they'll be playing all kinds of tricks on us, and I want y'all to stay tuned for all that. However, the hotel industry now in Jamaica is my main concern, because I do know quite a few people that work in this industry and depend on this to feed themselves and their families, right? Other hotels, it is saying here that it is against this background that, okay, let's start from here. These are difficult times for travel globally as countries and businesses assess on a day-to-day basis the best course of action to take to protect their nationals, employees, and guests. The hotel noted in a statement, this is Sea Garden Beach Resort in Montego Bay, which is following suit and will be closing down. They're saying, as a result, we're taking the following measures with the health and safety. So hotels, guests arriving at Hotel Iberostar Rose Hall Beach will be redirected to the Iberostar Selection Rose Hall Suites, where they will be accommodated. Apparently that one has closed down. It is against this backdrop that Sea Garden Beach Resort has had to make very difficult decision to stop receiving new reservations from today, March 18th, 2020, until this COVID-19 threat has passed. And mind you, they don't know when it's going to pass. So closing your business, waiting for it to pass, you could be closing indefinitely. Other hotels are set to close soon, including Round Hill Hotel and Villas, Half Moon, Breathless, Secret, Wild Orchard, Zoetry, Sunset at the Palms, Hedonism too. Enough people I say hedonism for clothes and errated way. Enough evil come through that place there. I'm just saying. I know how the conservatives think. Okay? Malia, Bracco, Sandals of Negril, all those places are closing. The closure follows early decisions by Royalton and Rio, who decided. So meanwhile, the president of the Jamaica Hotel and Tourist Association, Omar Robinson, said that the announcement by the State Department would expedite the downturn in business and contribute to a further free fall. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Check it out. Right now you have people that are saying this. The Department of State has advised U.S. citizens to avoid all international travel because of the global impact of this pandemic. It is also noted that in countries where commercial departure options remain available, Americans who live in the United States should arrange for immediate return to the U.S. unless they were prepared to remain abroad for an indefinite period of time. What that tells me is that the U.S. is about to close its borders for a significant amount of time as well. So if you're overseas somewhere, hurry up and get back is what they're saying, unless, this is what it says, unless you are prepared to remain abroad for an indefinite period of time. Let me close the video by saying this. Right now, the religious zealots are saying, yes, God is working. And when God at work, man if he does stand up and watch. Other people are saying, I know God think this, a man make this. Okay? Either here nor there. My point I'm trying to make is this. The killings have gone down, or we have not been hearing them. I don't know if the police them too afraid to go investigate what really are going. I don't know if nothing is really happening, but we have seen a decline in the killings. Now I don't know if Badman decides to say, yo, I don't want to catch thing there, you know. I don't want to catch the something there, so I stay inside and go and cool out. When this pass, then we go back and do road again. I don't know if that's what it is, but based on that, there were a lot of people that were saying, wake up Jamaica, wake up. God is going to send you a sign. God is going to send you a sign. And I'm telling you, right now, wipe out the population and all these kind of things because, you know, I'm going too bad. Over 1,000 and something killings every year in every 12-month period. You have lost your way, blah, blah, blah. So some people are looking at this. I've even seen where one person of power has said that Jamaica is going to go on a two-day prayer and fasting thing against this COVID something and all these kind of things. So the religious zealots are out, and a lot of them are actually believing that this is God's doing, and them just a stand firm and know so them gotta go take care of them and all these kind of things. Alright? At the end of the day, my concern is that the people them have what they need in these times. I don't know people from like country about the food shortage. We don't have farm. When you see the importance of farming what you eat now, or eating what you grow, or growing what you eat that way or the other way. Anyhow, leave your comments in the comment section below and we will pick this up on another video sometime soon. It's SouFLoTV. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Alright? I'm out. Peace.